It really gets to me how bad this fucking video game scalper scene is going on. We've already seen it last year with the NES Mini, and just now I got so fucking pissed off. I'm gonna try to keep it down a bit because it is 2 a.m. in the morning, but I had to make this fucking video. This is fucking absurd. So, went to Craigslist, little old me, trying to see if, there's any good, there's any good deals to be had, right? And, gotta go to the Fort Wayne area, and then a video game, and of course, for the for sale. And immediately, the first thing I see on there is a guy trying to sell a Super Nintendo Classic. Something that I know it came out today, technically yesterday. It came out Friday. It's not even a day old, yet we have scalpers on Craigslist charging, let's see, $150, $160, $270, $200. These guys are fucking pieces of shit. I mean, it's so absurd. I mean, look at all these games on here. Now I'm sure if Nintendo had actually stocked this properly, which they said they were gonna make better stock of it before, but I find that hard to believe, to be honest with you. Because this thing is gonna sell like fucking hotcakes, just like the NES Classic did. I mean, look at all these great games on here. You got Star Fox, you got Zelda Link to the Past, you got Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island, what is that? Kirby's Dream Course? Kirby Superstar Ultra, Final Fantasy VI, Super Metroid, Earthbound. It even has Earthbound on there. A cartridge that I own, and unfortunately a lot of people can't own because it's like $180 fucking dollars or some shit. And it even has an unreleased game, Star Fox 2, which never came out. It's like, why are people doing this? Now I know why. They're doing it for money. But the thing is, why would you put it on Craigslist? At the very least, if you're just gonna buy one of this product and you intend to make money, at the least, put it on eBay and put it up for an actual bid. Don't demand the price, because I guarantee this guy is not gonna waver at $200. Or this guy that's charging $270 for it. I mean, look at this fuck. New unopened SNES Classic pre-order from ThinkGeek. Oh, is it? Really? Did you think maybe, you could just, play the system yourself instead of just trying to fucking rip people off? Now, the fault is on the scalpers for trying to pull this bullshit, but the fault is also on the gamers, the nostalgia nerds, nostalgia tards, I guess we'll say, in this. It is the people who actually fucking pay for this and are bidding excess of, over $150 at the least. Let me show you something else real fast here. Let's go to eBay real fast. This fucking pisses me off. It really does. It's a product that has good value, especially if you know what the how much the games are. I mean, like I said, Earthbound is like $180 or $160, I guess, at the minimum, maybe $150. Final Fantasy VI is probably around a $40 game. Super Mario RPG, I'm sure that's like $40 or $50. Yoshi's Island, I want to say that's close to $30 range, roughly. Let's look on eBay real fast. SNES Classic. People, this fucking thing hasn't even been out a single day yet. Not even a single day. And got a new listing. A lot of new listings because this thing basically just came out. And look at these fucking pieces of shit that have they bought 4 of them either at the same time, or they got their friends to like buy them from different stores with the pre-orders. This guy's a fucking bitch. Okay, I don't care. I don't care if you're just trying to make money. There's a certain way about doing it. This guy's a fucking douche, though. Fuck this guy. In fact, I hope he loses money on every single one of these that he bought. Every single one. I hope he loses money. But that's probably not going to happen, because when I go to sold listings, people have actually bought this shit. People have actually bought it. They're repeating the same mistakes that they made last year with the NES Classic. They're fucking stupid. Do not support these fucking eBay scalpers. And same thing with the Craigslist guys. Do not support these dumbasses. Make them lose money so that as punishment for trying to fuck around with our nostalgia or uh, our hobby. Me, I don't have any fucking nostalgia for the Super Nintendo. I first got one when I was like 16 years old, so I never played it when I was a kid. I was almost adult when I actually had the fucking system. You know, it, it was still somewhat valuable even back in like 2011, 2010. It was still kind of a valuable system, and it came with a couple games, but I never thought it would be as absurd as it is right now. Especially with fucking super common games, like Super Metroid. That's like a $45 to $50 game any day of the week, like on eBay or Amazon. And even my local game shops, I saw one recently a couple months ago that was in there for 45, and I was like, how the fuck a super common game like that? Like, how is it that much? I don't understand. Yeah, it's a good game. I'm not saying, the $80 I think for this is a fair price considering what you're getting. And the thing is, even on the collector's side, because I have a fair number of these cartridges, like Donkey Kong Country, I got Earthbound, I got Final Fantasy VI, I got Super Mario World, I have the first Star Fox, although I've yet to play it. I don't have the Kirby Superstar Ultra, I don't have that, but it'd be nice to have, because if this is in circulation more often, I guarantee it'll lower the price on those actual cartridges. Because you got to think about it from a consumer standpoint. Spending say $40-$50 on a Super Nintendo, and then buying each individual game, that's gonna run at least a couple $100. I mean, even if you try to find it like at yard sales or something, or flea markets, or the very rare occasional Craigslist deal you'll find that's actually worth a damn on this site. Because Craigslist is usually dog shit, especially when it has stuff like fucking Destiny 2, a game that literally just came out. I want to say like 3 weeks ago. I mean, it makes no fucking sense, people. But we should not be supporting this fucking bullshit. We should not be. I'm gonna try to calm down a bit. This pisses me off so fucking much because I'm a gamer at heart. And what upsets me is not because I necessarily want the system. Like I said, I do not have any nostalgia for this whatsoever. Nor do I the original NES. I've only had my NES for like fucking maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I've not had it that long. I don't have nostalgia about it. I do think it's a good system. So when they were doing this same bullshit last year, I was still pissed off, and I'm like, man, even when it gets in stock, which I doubt it would, I don't even know if I would buy it, because Nintendo clearly doesn't give a fuck to keep up stock with that. Whether it's the case now, to be honest, I wouldn't I wouldn't count on it. I mean, people are still bitching that there aren't enough Switches in the stores, which I find that a bit hard to believe. I've at least seen 2 or 3 at my local Walmart every time I walk in, so I don't know what they're about. Maybe it's only the bigger cities. I don't know. But as for this, good luck fucking getting one now. Because these retards that clearly don't know how to say no to an absurd price point when you have people charging it for double and triple the price, they clearly don't have the mindset to say no to this bullshit and make a stand against these scalpers saying we're not going to buy this shit because it's ridiculous, and it really is. And it upsets me that this is how the way old games are being treated. I mean, these aren't even actual. It's just an emulation. That's what it is. Yeah, you can get a RetroPie. I've even thought about doing it before. I've actually thought about getting a flash cart for my N64 because I'm just, looking for these games. When I have the time and when I have some spare money to throw around. I go yard sailing. I haven't really done it this year, but it's just so fucking dumb for you to be doing this. Like, you're wasting your fucking money, if you ask me. I hope everybody who buys like 5 or 10 consoles of this fucking bullshit, I hope they fucking lose money. I hope they lose hundreds of dollars on their investment. Fuck you. Fuck all of you for doing this. And if you're gonna do it, limit it to one console. Buy one console, and at the very least, put it up on eBay for a bid. Let people fight over it, because it's probably more their fault. You're not the one who dictates the price, unless you're on Amazon or the assholes on here on Craigslist that want, upwards of 170 $270 for a system. That guy's a fucking bitch, because that's what he's asking, or close to it. I guarantee he's not asking within, the I guarantee he's not gonna ask more, less than like $120. I can fucking bet that. I mean, this is the unfortunate thing of capitalism, and it's a real bitch. It really is. And the only way to support this is to boycott it. In fact, I would probably suggest boycotting this system, because I could be wrong, but I can almost guarantee this is just going to be the same thing like with the NES Classic. Do not support these fucking assholes doing this. Do not buy it. If by chance they get a restock, I'll make an update saying, it's okay to, it's okay to buy one if if the planets are aligned, and if I the if it rains blood the next day, then maybe it'll be in some alternate universe. Maybe it'll be okay to just go to the fucking Walmart or Best Buy and buy these for $80. Maybe, but you know I just don't understand what Nintendo is thinking with this, or why these scalpers are going apeshit for this. Because the thing for me is, I'm a gamer first, then a collector, and if this thing was readily available, I think it would be beneficial to both gamers and collectors. Because with the collectors, with all these games being emulated on one device, I mean, it has the brand name of Nintendo on it. It's an homage to the system. What that's gonna do is it's gonna lower the price of a lot of these expensive games, such as Earthbound or Super Metroid or Super Mario World, perhaps, even though that game came with every fucking system. So it'll be good on the collector's side, and especially people like me who would like to buy games like Super Metroid, but I'm not willing to pay $45-$50 for them. I'm just not willing to do it. I probably never will be, to be honest with you. I'd rather just emulate the shit, or get it on the or get it on the eShop channel. I think it's like $10 on there if I remember right. And the gamer side, instead of having to spend a bunch of bullshit, such as the system, which itself is probably like $50 by now, and the controllers and the cables, and of course, you gotta have you gotta have certain upkeep with it. Like if it has trouble reading the cartridge or whatever, you have to buy the cartridges. If it uses, say, battery, you gotta replace it. Like with a lot of RPGs at the time, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it still does sadden me to think that this is what it's becoming. And I just had to make a video about it. I probably ranted a bit, and I know I repeated myself a bit, but I'm so fucking sick of this, dude. Like, this is one of those things that'll ruin gaming for a lot of people, and it kind of already has. A lot of people, they don't even bother going to like yard sales or flea markets because of this scalper bullshit. The thing with me is, there's a tactful way that you can resell something even when it's a brand new product. But like when you charge double or triple the original price, there's clearly something wrong with you. Like you just do not give a shit whatsoever. It's strictly for making money. Like, it's the people who do this, they have no heart or soul in the industry. They're just doing it just to make money, and that's what really bothers me, like on a personal level. So I don't know what else to say. I would be more angry, but to be honest, I kind of expected this would happen. I didn't think it would happen this fucking fast, though. Like, it's been maybe a day since this thing came out. I heard you could actually get it at midnight, like at certain locations, like certain Walmarts, because they get a shipment, like during the third shift. So you could actually walk in and maybe get lucky, and they would already have them in stock, and you just buy it there. And I doubt a lot of people even pre-ordered this thing, because I heard pre-ordering went out after like 5 minutes, like one day in, I think it was like one day in July or something, or August, I don't know. It's just so fucking stupid. Anyways, that's enough of this video. I'll see you guys later.